Hello, and welcome to Hyperdrive, the podcast, the first episode of the podcasts. I am your host, Justin, and we are going to talk about some interesting things. Hyperdrive is a podcast where people come on with their hyperfixations and chat about what they are. We can learn some stuff, play some fun games, and whatever medium the person talking for the day feels fit. I'm joined today with Caradwin, my lovely wife.
Hi!
Now, today for the first episode, as it's a pilot and a trial, we are going to talk about one of my hyperfixations in the form of something that my dad picked up for Christmas like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The box is destroyed.
It is. I think it kind of got destroyed through some of our moves.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's kind of interesting because the dollar store sticker, if you live in Canada, you know what Dollarama is. The Dollarama sticker things are usually like imprinted into their products, like on the cardboard or the plastic. This is literally just a sticker on the back.
Is it? It looks like it's an actual.
No,
oh no, it is a sticker. You're right.
Just a sticker.
You're right. Okay.
So they cheaped out even for them on this one.
Yeah.
So that's great. But today we're going to talk a little bit about geography. With this ages 6+, Brainbusters card game from Dollarama, which for those in America would be essentially Dollar Tree, which we have in Canada, but Dollarama's way more prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of questions on cards, and we're just going to kind of go through them today and see and chat about some of the answers that you give and what the correct ones are.
I'm very nervous.
Your knowledge of the world geographically is fine.
Whoa! Hey, listen, I just didn't pay attention in social studies.
You know when they make fun of Americans overseas for like not knowing where things are?
Yeah, I know. Listen, I hear you. I hear you.
This is probably not going to represent Canada super
I'm
well.
an outlier. I know this. I was an art kid. I wasn't an academic kid.
I mean, it's true. You were more of a theater and band kid and stuff. I mean, I sort of was. I went film because our school actually offered a film program.
Which is so cool.
It was pretty neat. I mean, the original professor I had for that sucked, but then the second professor I had the year after that was actually really, really great because she was an English teacher before, and she had done some film work, whereas the original professor was just this like douchebag with a master's who just refused to let anybody not call him doctor. So... Yeah, it was a bit... He was a bit much. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That was not that long ago. So, it wasn't that long ago. I didn't graduate.
No, right, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Karen, do you have anything you want to say or talk about anything before we just dive right into confusing your brain at 8:30 in the morning?
I want to say I am so sorry for the answers that I'm about to give. I don't mean any... I am an uneducated human being, and I'm so sorry.
See, my hope is for a podcast that has just started, that has no viewers, and a pilot episode with the worst audio quality imaginable. Recording this on a blue microphone in my bedroom. The plan is, I've already actually ordered some lavalier microphones so I can get the fuck out of the bedroom to somewhere that has better sound. But just anybody that actually is listening to this, just deal. But my hope is that your answers are just so bad that they just start a subreddit for us just to scream at you.
Oh my god, no!
Like,
I don't want to be hated, okay?
The first one just hits virality because you can't answer things.
Oh
no! Yeah, any creator that tells you that they just do it for the fun and not for the views is both lying to you and telling the truth all at the same time. Because content creation is fun. It is a ton of fun. I've done it for a long, long time on YouTube and TikTok and stuff. But not gonna lie, when the views come in, it feels real good. So
I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Listen, I'm ready. At
least you've had a coffee.
I chugged a coffee before this. I chugged a cold brew. We're good to go.
Fantastic. Okay, we did that one as the trial one to see how bad this was going to be. So we'll go to the next card here.
Okay, I'm scared.
Okay, you've got this.
Okay.
You've got the first one. It's gonna be an easy softball.
Okay.
Oh, that's really pretty back to the cards. All right. So, first question.
Okay.
What is the region around the North Pole called? I'm not even going to give you the two answers because you should just
What is the region?
The region
Are
around...
they talking about, like, the terrain, like? Or, like...
No.
Is it... Or are they talking about, like, the continent?
No, neither, actually.
Are they... Wait, what? Then I'm confused by the question.
Okay, so, what is the region around the South Pole called?
I don't know, aren't they on Antarctica?
Okay, so what is the North called?
Aren't they also in Antarctica?
Oh my Jesus.
Oh, wait, no. Wait.
I'm not a religious man. However, I may have to go to church.
I said that and then I realized instantly that was wrong.
Because what the hell was that? There's just penguins in Iqaluit now.
Hold on. The North Pole? I don't know what's up there. Isn't it just ocean? I'm trying to look.
If the South Pole is Antarctic, what is the North Pole?
I don't know.
Arctic.
Oh, the Arctic?
Arctic. That was the easiest question on this entire thing, by the way.
No.
Actually, that's not true.
God.
5 and 6 look pretty easy, too.
I'm so... This is
I even tried so hard to be like, Antarctic, so... What's the opposite of Antarctic?
I was trying to figure out what the opposite of Antarctic was, and I was like, the jungle? Like, I don't know, the desert?
Yes, the famous jungles of the Arctic tundra.
I don't know.
My dad hauls fuel in the Arctic Circle
listen.
like in Nuvik and Tuktoyaktuk, and he constantly sends pictures back of the lush green jungle that he is driving in.
Well, you said the opposite of the Antarctic. I was getting confused.
Well, you think of the question, and then...
Okay, listen. Just go to the next one. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay. Which large island in the North Atlantic is part of the Kingdom of Denmark?
Okay, That
does give you 3 answers. Do you want them?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Newfoundland.
Uh-huh.
Greenland.
Uh-huh.
Or Baffin Island.
Part of Denmark?
Denmark, yes, Denmark.
Wait, I gotta try and figure out where Denmark is in my head.
Protectorate of Denmark?
I'm gonna say...
When you have a 1 in 3 chance of if you just guess. Actually, 1 in 2, because
Newfoundland is not a part of...
If you guess... I'm from Nova Scotia, so if you guess Newfoundland...
Greenland is its own, like, place. So I'm gonna go with the Baffin Island.
That is incorrect.
It wasn't Greenland?
It was Greenland.
Oh.
Greenland is I believe it's technically a protectorate of the Kingdom of Denmark. Denmark colonized it, like, a long time ago.
They did?
Oh, yeah. And they still have... Like, Greenland has nominal control of its own, like, it has, like, it's semi-independent, it has its own, like, kind of government and stuff, but it's still, like, protected by and funded and stuff by the Danes. Yeah. Baffin Island is part of Nunavut. Actually, it's where Iqaluit is, the capital of Nunavut.
Really? I don't even know enough about Canadian...
Clearly.
Geography, apparently.
Baffin Island is a very big island, though. It's
is it?
Yeah, it's. I don't know exactly.
Is it bigger than Vancouver Island?
Oh, yeah. It's one of the... I don't know its exact place, but it's, I think, even top 5 biggest islands, like, in the world.
Holy crap.
But there's literally nobody on it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm ready. Look, that one I was closer, I think.
Fair. This one, there's only 2 options, however... Actually knowing this one, if you don't, fair enough.
Okay.
Name the world's largest active volcano. Is it Mount Etna in Italy or Mauna Loa in Hawaii?
I think it's Mauna Loa in Hawaii.
That is correct! Yeah! Yeah, fun fact with Mauna Loa, actually, if you're counting underwater mountains, it is the tallest mountain in the world.
Really?
Yes, it goes down a very long way. It's taller than Everest. But people don't usually count it because about 90% of it is underwater.
How do they determine what a mountain is if most of it's under... Like, how do they determine what's just ground and what's the mountain?
Well, I mean, mountains are, like there's still a sea floor, right? That would be, like, ground zero.
Yeah.
And then, like, because they know what mountains are pushed up by tectonic plate movements, right?
Oh.
Because mountains are formed when plates kind of smash into each other. And,
yeah, right? You're right.
Because, like, we live in BC, and there's always the threat of earthquake because there's the 2 plates pushing up. That's how the Rocky Mountains were formed, right?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
You got one right. So you're
right. I'm so proud of myself.
You're 1 for 3 so far.
Okay, listen. I'm so proud of myself.
There you go. This could be an interesting answer. What is the name of the country in South Asia with more than 160 million people on a territory about the size of England? Is it India, Bangladesh, or Afghanistan?
How many people?
160 million.
I think it's India. Because India is, like, very populated. But no, maybe they have more than that.
Is that your...
Wait. What were the other ones again?
So you've got India, you've got Bangladesh, and Afghanistan.
Okay. And 100 and what million?
160 million.
I think that actually India has more people. Because weren't they just recently stated that they had the most populated.
So yeah, they I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. It was a little bit ago now that they estimated that India had passed China for most populous country.
Yeah.
And I think like last year they like officially kind of confirmed it, where they're like, yeah, no, for sure they do now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't think it's India.
That's okay. Yeah.
So then the other ones were Bangladesh and
Afghanistan.
I'm thinking Bangladesh.
That is correct. Yeah.
Really?
Bangladesh. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bangladesh. India has somewhere in the vicinity, I think it's 1.8 billion people.
Yeah, once I said it, I was like, I think they have more people.
Yeah, 160 million.
Listen, I'm somewhat educated.
If that was the most populous country on Earth, 160 million people, we'd be living like in like the 1700s or something, I believe, like in that realm.
Well, I once I said it, I realized that, like.
Yeah, that's fair.
But hey, I'm somewhat educated.
You did it. You used deductive reasoning and it worked.
I know. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so smart.
So you're doing good. You're
I don't know what the Arctic is, but I know.
You're at 50% now. You're 2 for 4.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. You don't know the Arctic.
Yeah, but that's fine. Nobody needs to know that.
Okay. This one should be a pretty easy baller for you, just based on questions that I've asked.
Okay.
Is Greenland the world's largest continent or world's largest island?
No.
What?
It's not the world's largest continent.
Okay, so is it the world's largest island then?
No, because didn't you say Baffin Islands was just the...
No, Baffin Island is large.
Sorry, you're asking me which one it is. Then
yes.
It's the world's largest island.
That is correct. It is the world's largest island.
Okay, I was so confused by that question.
It's all good. All good. All right, last one on this particular card.
Okay.
This one, again, should be easy.
Oh, God, I'm so scared.
Penguins and polar bears live together in the Arctic Ocean. Is this true or is this false?
In the ocean?
Well, in the Arctic Ocean, because the Arctic Ocean is frozen, right? So, like, polar bears walk on the ice and stuff.
Don't they? Or do the polar bears live in the South Pole and the penguins live in the North Pole or whatever? Or the opposite way? Do they not live together?
Is it true or false?
I don't know now.
All I'm asking.
Confused. I thought that they lived harmoniously, but polar bears are really aggressive.
They are very aggressive bears, yeah.
So I feel
the
like
only bear that they say to run away from.
But there's also multiple types of penguins, so I could just
yes, there are. There's there's quite a few.
So like maybe they live with one kind of penguin. Maybe the penguins asserted dominance over the polar bears, and now they have like a society on the polar bears.
of hyper intelligent penguins. The Hollow Earth theory is just penguins.
Could you imagine? Maybe they all live in trench coats and they take over the polar bears.
Look, after the Penguins of Madagascar, the movies, you know what? Maybe.
It's possible. Yeah. Sure, let's say true.
Okay, it's false.
Oh, penguins, I was right with they live under opposite poles.
Yeah, so polar bears are in the North Pole, or at least the Arctic Ocean.
It would make more sense if the penguins were in the North Pole, because then they would be the elves. Well, make all of the presents for the children.
Like Churchill, Manitoba, right? Like that's the polar bear capital. That's where people go to see polar bears.
They do?
Yeah. So Churchill, Manitoba, which is on the Hudson's Bay. Certain times of the year you can go and you get into these essentially armored mega trucks or buses, and they kind of just drive around and polar bears come up to it and stuff.
That's great. Well, they're so aggressive.
They're very aggressive bears, yeah. There was a video on TikTok not that long ago where a guy had one of those bulletproof glass dome things because he was recording polar bears, and a polar bear straight up attacked it and almost broke it, which is pretty impressive.
Sorry, kind of off topic. Have you seen these TikToks of people going in a cage and letting a bear bat them around in a cage?
What? No? That's a thing?
Yeah.
Are people suicidal?
Crazy.
I mean, actually, you know what? Fair.
Well, it was just really
It's just
funny
all
'cause
millennials.
there's a girl who's like in a cage, and there's like a brown bear batting her around in a cage, and she's screaming her head off.
Oh, so they're in like those like a cage.
They're in like a cube.
Oh, a cube. Okay.
And the bear can actually like move the cube around.
It'd be really funny if it was a ball. I was really hoping it was a ball.
It'd be really funny to be in a hamster ball.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
I think you'd just get sick. I think you just roll
yeah,
around.
I think it's to stop that because it is a cube, and they just are getting like the bears.
Why would you want to?
Because they put food in the cubes with the people.
What? Why? Like, okay, if you're out in like the wild and you're like an animal researcher or something, then okay, totally fair. Like you're trying to get, like close-up encounters, you're trying to see stuff, like you're maybe judging the health of the bear when it like attacks the cage with its mouth, so you can see like its dental stuff.
Yeah, that would
whatever.
That's actually kind of innovative. Yeah,
makes sense there. Like it's like shark cages in the ocean, right? Like the shark, like they're doing it for science and that.
Yeah,
totally makes sense. But why the hell would you pay?
Oh yeah,
to go into a cage full of bear food? It's like, I don't know, salmon and berries and shit.
I've seen this on TikTok, and I think these people are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Have I not told you about this?
No!
Oh, yeah.
This was not something I was ever aware of.
Okay, well, fun fact, people apparently pay to get put in a cube and let a bear bat them around in an enclosure.
I hate that so much.
And people wonder why so many people die of stupidity nowadays.
I mean, we've all watched, like, Tiger King and, like...
Oh my god.
The guy that, like, lost his arm, he should have died.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have another card.
Okay, yes, sorry. I didn't mean to get off topic there.
This one will be different stuff.
Rate my odds here. How many do you think I'm gonna get right?
You did really good on the last one.
I did do okay. I got 50%.
No.
Yeah. I got 3 right.
Oh, you did get 3 right. Yeah, okay, so you got 50%. So you passed the last one, so good job.
I did. Thank you.
The teacher is concerned about your well-being, but you at least passed the class.
I did pass the class.
This one, I wish you much luck.
Oh, God.
Okay. I will at least give you because they're all multiple choice, so at least on this one, I will give you all of those answers, because they...
Please and thank you.
All right, ready for question number 1 on this one?
Yeah, I guess.
Ready as you can be?
Yeah.
Okay. The long-haired yak are used by people for milk, meat, and clothing. Are they found in the Alps, Andes, or the Himalayas?
Okay.
So those are just in case. Those are mountain ranges.
Yeah, I did know that.
The Alps are in Europe. The Andes are in South America. And the Himalayas are in Asia. North.
And we're talking about yaks?
Yeah, yaks, long-haired yaks.
Sorry, what was the third one? The Himalayas?
Himalayas are in Asia, so north of India, like Nepal and Bhutan and southern China.
I think they're...
Like Tibet, right?
Yeah, I think they're in the Himalayas.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct. Yeah.
Oh my God!
They are native to the Himalayas. The Andes, I believe, are llamas, as well as like goats.
Oh, I love a good llama.
But llamas and alpacas and such.
Yeah.
And the Alps, I believe, are more like mountain goats and stuff like that.
I was gonna say, I felt like I got more goat vibes from that.
Yeah, I mean, Europe, when I think of Europe and mountains in Europe, I totally think of goats, 100%.
Yeah.
Gloats?
Gloats? Or do they just be like, I'm so awesome, and that's what they do?
That's what when they like do the screaming thing that goats do, that's what they're saying,
yeah. And that's why all the goats start fainting, because they're just like, I can't handle this.
This one you actually might get.
Okay.
Especially just based on where we live.
Okay.
So 1 for 1, that's great.
I'm really proud of myself.
Number 2, what is the name for a huge, fast-moving wave caused by an earthquake at sea?
A tsunami.
It is a tsunami. I didn't even have to read them.
No, because we've dealt with tsunamis here in Canada.
The options were tsunami, a tremblor, or a monsoon.
Oh, you would have gotten me if you given me that, because I would have maybe been like, oh, wait, am I wrong? Is it a monsoon?
No, so monsoons are seasonal rains that happen in certain areas of the world. Bangladesh, the country that you guessed last time, is quite famous for their monsoons. So we're like a lot of subtropical, like Indonesia, Thailand. Yeah. Like, remember when they had the Thai cave thing? They were really worried about the rains because the monsoon season was in. So
it's a tsunami, because I've watched a lot of documentaries on tsunamis.
They're pretty fascinating. I mean, like, Japan had one, like, when we were old enough to understand what it was. Yeah. That was I think it was in high school. The early 2010s, I think, is when that happened.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that's the really famous one, the 2004 Christmas tsunami in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Which happened, which killed like a lot of people.
Yeah, super, super sad.
Yeah, the Japanese one killed some people, but it wasn't as devastating, just because Japan. I mean, at that point too, they had way better like stuff to predict them and whatnot.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, you're 2 for 2.
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
There's only 5 on here, so if you get one more, you just pass automatically, which is
oh my god, thank god.
Because this one has a brainbuster thing, and I don't understand how the game that is associated with these cards work. So I don't know what a brainbuster fucking means. So we're just skipping number 4.
It's supposed to bust my brain.
Apparently. But number 3.
Okay.
Lake Baikal is the world's deepest lake.
Lake
and holds
Baikal?
Yes,
yeah.
That is correct. Baikal. Is the world's deepest lake.
Okay.
And holds more fresh water than any other lake on Earth.
That's crazy.
Not all of them combined, just any other lake in general.
Yeah.
But that's still crazy, because, like, Lake Superior.
Yeah. What the fuck Superior Lakes around here? Well, not around here, but in Canada.
Yeah, well, the Great Lakes and stuff.
Yeah.
It holds a lot of water. So.
Yeah.
Is it found in Finland, Russia, or Iran?
I'm gonna go with my gut, because I don't know the answer.
Sure.
And I get Finland vibes.
You get Finnish vibes?
Yeah.
You get the sauna vibe?
Yeah.
People just saunaing around?
Yeah, that's my vibe. I don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Is it Russia?
It is Russia.
I was like, if it's not Finland, it's Russia.
It is like Central Eastern Siberia, Russia.
Okay. Well.
There is a couple of like touristy cities and stuff. And
you know what? That makes sense, because Russia's big.
Huge. Yeah, Russia's absolutely massive.
Finland, I don't think is that big.
Not as big as Russia. I mean, it's a decent sized country.
I feel like you would be able to, like, if you were looking at a map of Finland or Russia, you should be able to see kind of where the lake would be.
Oh, absolutely, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like big. Finland, I think that was a shitty guess on my end. But,
actually,
it's fine.
I can totally bring it up and kind of show
Oh, yeah, can you? That would be great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty noticeable. But Finland, fair enough, as an answer. If you had said Iran, I'd be really mad.
Well,
Iran is very deserty. There's not many lakes going on.
Well, yeah, I remember that from Plague Inc., so.
This is Lake Baikal.
Oh, yeah. Where's Iran again?
Iran is right
here. Or not, sorry, where's
Finland is right here.
Yeah, see, that would take up so much space.
Just for those of you that can't watch, because this is a podcast, I've pulled up Google Maps and zoomed out over Europe and Central Northern Asia. But yes, Baikal is way over here.
It's big.
It is
big.
very, it's very long.
It's a very, it kind of gives me, like, Okanagan Lake vibe.
Yeah, you know what?
It's like long.
Very long lake, like Okanagan. Yeah, totally fair. Yeah. Fun fact, the Trans-Siberian Railway used to stop in this city here of Irkutsk. Yeah. I can't pronounce Russian. And then restarted on the other side of the lake, kind of near Ulan-Ude.
Do they have like a ferry that goes across?
They did. But however, during the Second World War and First World War and such, they completed the railway around the bottom of the lake, and the reason they didn't before was there's mountains here.
Did they just blow them up?
I mean, they blew tunnels and all kinds of different stuff through it, but you can actually walk along the lakeside here on the there's an old railway that like connects all these villages and stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, it's quite neat.
It looks huge.
It is a very, very big lake, yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It does look like a banana.
It totally does.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It totally does.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you learned something today.
I did learn something.
Great. Well, so you're 2 for 3, so you're still in a passing, and you still have a chance.
I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing all right. Okay. Okay. Next question. At over 5,700 miles long, the world's longest railway line is in which country? China, Chile, Canada, or Russia?
Well, you were just talking about that railway.
The Trans-Siberian, yes. Yep.
Is that would make sense?
It is a very long railway, yes.
It's a very long one.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Sorry, China.
China, Chile, Canada,
but
or Russia.
But I feel like China is smaller.
China is definitely smaller than Russia. There's
How many miles?
5,700. That's a lot of miles. Keep in mind, kilometer-wise, we're looking in the 7,000-ish range, I think.
Because it's like 3 to a It's about 3
It's
2.5 kilometers to a mile, or 3 kilometers to a mile, something like that.
No, it's like 1.3 kilometers to the mile.
Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay. Okay, so we're talking like 7,000 kilometers. That's a lot of kilometers.
It's a decent amount, yeah. It's a long, long way.
Okay, I don't think it's China.
That's fair, okay.
Chile. How big is Chile? Chile big?
Chile is not big, but it's very long.
It's a long...
It stretches about half of the South American continent from, central area around Bolivia down all the way to the end. Are we talking, like,
British Columbia size? Are we talking, like, Newfoundland size? Are we talking, like... Southwest Territories?
What, the Southwest Territories?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Oh my god, sorry.
You mean Northwest Territories?
Yeah.
Okay.
Southwest Territories.
I don't actually, hold on.
Oh god.
Here is Chile.
Oh, it's, like, long.
So it goes from here around south of La Paz.
Okay, so it could
all the
be
way
Chile.
To the tip.
It could be Chile.
All the way down.
Because, well... But, like, it would only be able to kind of go from here to here, because this is all island. It'd be really hard to have, like...
And this is like the Andes Mountains, too, right? So
yeah, okay, so Chile's possibility. What's the next one again?
Canada. Us.
Oh, that is... Well, yeah.
Very, very big...
We've got a lot
Fuck you, Russia. We want to be number one.
We've got a lot of land mass.
We should just buy Greenland.
And is it an active railroad?
It does not say. I will say yes, it is.
Okay. Sorry, were those the 4?
Yeah, Russia, yeah.
I think it's Russia.
Russia's your final answer?
Yeah.
It is Russia, the Trans-Siberian, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Canada does have a very long railway.
It does, yeah.
The Via Rail, though, only goes from BC to Ontario and then stops before it turns into a different train. Mm-hmm. Still Via Rail, but technically a differently named train. So it's not continuous, which kind of defeats the purpose. Whereas the Trans-Siberian goes from, like, Moscow area and stuff, I do believe, is where it starts, all the way over here to Vladivostok.
Yeah, and that's
which is a stupidly long. It's 7 days.
That's crazy.
7 days on a train. You wouldn't want to do it now as like a person that lives in the West, but yeah. But you did it. You passed. So this last one, I mean, if you get it right, whatever. But
it's bonuses.
It's
but
just
right now I've passed.
You've at least passed.
That's
you've gotten. Yeah, you're doing good there.
I'm ready.
Okay. Number 6. In which country will you find the chili forest region called Siberia?
Sorry, what? I zoned out when you said that.
In which country would you find the chili, honestly, it's cold, forest region called Siberia?
On which side?
No, which country?
Oh, sorry.
Which country would you find this forested area?
Wait, Siberia?
Correct.
Is that in Serbia? Isn't that in Serbia? Wouldn't that make sense? Serbia, Siberia?
I mean, Serbian nationalists would be really happy that you said that, I guess, because they'd get a lot more land, but it is definitely not in Serbia. The options are...
Yeah, can you give them to me?
Russia, Ukraine, or Mongolia. Which I realized the Russia-Ukraine thing is just a little tensiony.
Yeah.
Ooh. This was printed in 2018, just for everybody's knowledge.
I think it's in Russia.
Russia's your final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Holy!
You did really, really good. You only got one wrong on that one.
I'm really... It's the multiple choice that's really helping me.
I mean, that's totally fair. We have time for one more, I think.
One more?
Yeah,
okay. I got this. I believe in myself.
I believe in you too.
I'm on a high right now.
You're on a high?
Yeah.
You gotta go to work later and you're high? Okay, well, we'll just try your work then, I guess. It is. Well, this one is water related.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I love this.
Water related.
Yeah. After the last one, I really don't know how well you're gonna do or not do. So we will find out.
Because I'm surprising you and exceeding all your expectations.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, you did really good on that last one, and I was not. I'll be honest with you, I was not super confident.
Whoa.
But you got through it. You thought logically.
I'm using my brain today.
Well, that's
the
good.
coffee is kicked in.
Ah, good. That's good. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, this one also only has 5 because there's a brain buster.
I don't understand the brain buster.
I don't know either. I don't even know if the rules are still in this because, again, the package is kind of destroyed. But anyway, whatever.
Oh, well.
What is the famous sea bordering southern Europe and northern Africa? I'm not going to give you the multiple choice because that literally gives it away.
Southern Europe.
Yes, so southern Europe, so like Italy,
and
south
North
coast of Spain.
Africa. It's like in between.
Yes, north coast of Africa, like
okay,
Egypt,
wait. The
Libya.
first thing that I need to do is figure out what oceans there are. There's the Pacific, and there's the Atlantic.
That's correct, yes.
And there's there's one more.
There's
right?
one, there's technically 2 more, but there's one more that's like, that matters, really, I guess. Which is going to anger a lot of Antarctic scientists, but it's fine.
And there's what's the third one?
The Indian Ocean.
Right, the Indian Ocean.
And then there's also the Southern Ocean, which is around Antarctica, but again, that doesn't matter that much.
Okay, so the Pacific Ocean is on the close to BC.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And then the Atlantic Ocean
Yes.
is on the East Coast.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. The East Coast, but then where's the Indian Ocean? I remember making all these maps in school when I was in
Well, if you think about the Indian Ocean and its name, where do you think it's near?
Yeah, okay, duh.
It's south, so it's south. I'll at least give you that because you're obviously not going to guess these are the seas. So the Indian Ocean is south of India, however, on the east coast of Africa, west coast of Australia, and is kind of confined by that.
So I think it's the Atlantic.
Again, this is... Okay. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is wildly incorrect.
Is it the Indian Ocean?
It is none of the oceans. It's famous sea.
I thought you said ocean. I
said famous sea.
Oh, is it the Mediterranean?
That is correct. Yes. It is the Mediterranean Sea.
Listen, I just was guessing the wrong thing.
Yeah, it had nothing to do. I
heard ocean.
I was like, okay, are you just trying to get your bearings on the world here?
No, I
was a little confused on the ocean naming thing.
Well, I don't know any seas, but I do know the Mediterranean.
You would definitely know some seas.
Like what?
Well, the Mediterranean you clearly knew because as soon as I said no, it's sea, you guessed it immediately.
Yeah, because it was the only one I know.
What sea would you go in if you went on a tropical cruise?
The Caribbean?
Yeah, the Caribbean Sea. Caribbean Sea.
Is that actually a sea?
Yes, that is a sea.
Oh,
yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, that is a sea.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Well, that was actually the 2 multiple choice answers on this card.
Was the
Caribbean or Mediterranean? That's why I didn't want you to guess
that wouldn't have given it away to me, honestly.
Okay, well. Number 2 is super easy. You just had to take in, like, 1 science class in, like, grade 4.
I did do that, yeah.
Continental drift means the continents on Earth are actually moving. Is this true or is this false?
True.
That is correct. It is true, yes. Continental drift, plate tectonics,
Yeah, they're always moving because of the tectonic plates.
Yeah, that's why we have earthquakes.
10-4, Rubber Ducky.
Okay. All right. So there's actually 5 oceans, and I'm stupid.
What's the 5th one?
So the 5 oceans on Earth are the Pacific,
yeah,
the Atlantic,
yeah,
the Arctic,
yeah,
and the Indian Oceans, and what other ocean?
Oh my god, wait, you won't even give it to me?
It's a blank.
God darn it!
I forgot about the Arctic Ocean. I'm so sorry.
So then it's the North
Arctic
Ocean.
Ocean's stupid. What?
The North Ocean,
okay.
The one that you said.
Is that your
You
final?
said that earlier, I'm guessing.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
No, the Southern Ocean.
Oh.
Antarctic. We have the Northern Ocean. It's called the Arctic Ocean.
Okay, well, yeah, that's what you confused me
Which is the one I forgot.
with.
So fair enough.
It's the one that you confused me with.
Well, that's a you problem. I mean, you're still at 2 out of 3, so that's still
okay. Come on, Cameron.
Get
your stuff together here.
Okay. Number 4.
Okay.
This one again, also very easy. This one's actually quite easy. This whole
You
card.
keep saying this.
Well, you should be able to get this pretty quick. Between salt seawater and fresh water, which is more abundant on the planet Earth?
Salt water.
That is correct. 96.5%.
Which is crazy.
That is a lot.
Well, it's because of all the oceans.
Yeah. There's a ridiculous amount of water in the oceans. Yeah. A lot of people
They're
just don't.
So deep.
Well, yeah, you can't. It's hard to, even when people tell you like, oh, it's like so many. You could stack like 2 Everests on top of each other in like the Marianas Trench. That still doesn't like register. You're like, wow, that's pretty deep, but like you can't see it, so
there's
it's hard to
parts
register.
of the ocean that haven't even been discovered yet.
Oh yeah, we know less. We know more about the surface of the moon than we do.
Because
oceans.
there's just so much ocean.
Yeah, there's
it's
a lot of ocean.
crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okay. Well, you passed this one, so good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. The last one is really easy, and it's kind of annoying me. I want to find one that's kind of difficult.
Okay, after this you can find one difficult one.
Okay. A sea is a large body of fresh water, while a lake is a large body of salt water. Is this true or false?
False.
That is correct.
It's the opposite.
That is correct. That one actually, the age 6-year-old thing on here, that one kind of threw me for it. Oh, this is how to play.
Hey, you found the instructions! Congratulations!
Some will show the brainbuster symbol. If a number is picked with the symbol, the player doesn't answer a question. Instead, they steal a card. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, this one has some difficult ones.
Okay, last one. I'm ready.
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to ask you this one because you might get it really quickly.
Okay.
In which case, I'll be so proud of you and so happy.
Oh, God. Now there's expectations.
Or you're not, and I'll be really sad.
No, now there's expectations.
And there are only 2 options.
Oh, no.
Okay. One of the new 7 wonders of the world is a huge Colosseum.
Yes.
Is this Colosseum in Athens, Greece, Rome, Italy, or Köln in Germany?
Rome, Italy.
That is correct. Yes, the Colosseum, which I desperately want to lick. Don't ask questions.
Yeah.
I will not elaborate further on that.
No, it's fine.
I absolutely will not elaborate.
You know what? That's valid. You don't need to. You don't need to explain yourself to anybody.
Yeah, no. You did really good. I mean, the first one was a little rocky.
Okay, listen. I was warming my brain up.
Okay.
That's that. You know what? You have to give me one dud answer, or I have to give one dud answer.
Yeah.
So then there's no expectations on me. You know.
This is fair. But no, you did really good. You passed all the others with flying enough. You got like pretty C's or C minuses at the very least.
Which is better than what I did in most of my social studies classes. So
that's fair. And like a C and C plus is still a passing grade in college.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There are doctors. Just keep this in mind. There are doctors walking around that all got C grades. So when they're telling you things, just remember that.
Some people just aren't good at school. You know.
Oh, that's totally fair.
Yeah. So I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't like school. Anyways.
Thank you so much for joining me and indulging in my in this ridiculousness.
Of course. I learned so much today that I'm definitely going to remember for the rest of my life.
I don't believe any of that. But okay. Sure.
You're going to ask me, like, tomorrow. Be like, hey... Do you remember what the answer is?
Do you remember where Lake Baikal was?
And I'm not going to remember. Actually, I might remember where that is because I got to see it on the map.
The visual, yeah.
Yeah. But, no, I'm probably not going to remember any of this, but I'm really proud of myself. I'd like to thank, the Academy or something.
The Academy.
Yeah.
I want to thank the worst host of the Oscars ever, Jimmy Kimmel. Thank you so much for being just the most unfunny man on earth.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank my mom.
Well, that's great. I'm sure she's really happy, and she'll totally listen to this.
Yeah, exactly.
At least up to this point.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, so much for joining us on Hyperdrive, the first episode. Next episode, we're gonna have you educating me about something. So
really?
So you have some time to think about that before we record that.
I am gonna make you a PowerPoint presentation that they won't be able to see, but I'll be able to go through with you.
No, actually, if you make a PowerPoint presentation, we can do video.
Okay.
Because I can screen record and then attach it to it, so we could absolutely do that. Eventually, I do want to have video on certain YouTube, and if somehow this ever gets to Spotify. But at least the first episode, we don't have the camera set up for that.
Yeah.
So we didn't bother with it because this is mostly just kind of a pilot, again, and kind of an experiment for me to edit and throw up to the internet and get hated on hardcore.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna make you a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah. Okay.
On internet drama.
Great. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I love internet drama, so just be ready.
So, I mean, if you're all interested in internet drama, stay tuned for the next episode of Hyperdrive. I've been your host, Justin, and this has been my lovely wife, guest person, Caroline.
Hi.
And we will chat again soon.
Bye!